What's up? This is me post lobotomy. They were listening to Duster's Stratosphere, I think. I was recommended this by a few people. That's the main reason why we're listening to it. And it also drew my attention because I really did like the album cover. It looks kind of like a barren, like dark Windows XP kind of background. I'm completely unfamiliar with anything Duster has done. I think is Duster one person or is it a band? Like, I don't even know. So yeah, this was recommended to me on the videos that were kind of sadder albums. So I'm assuming that this album is gonna be kind of like a low kind of vibe. But that's just my theory so far. But I could be wrong. This could be a very uplifting album. But yeah, I'm super excited to listen to it. As always, thank you for all the support. Drop any more recommendations that you have in the comments. And yeah, let's get started. Let's get right into it. Track number 1 is Moon Age. Bro, my lips are so chapped. Are those both synths? I like that part. That was cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop that before the next track starts. Moon Age, Moon Age. I don't know if we're on the moon or leaving the moon and going back into the stratosphere of the Earth. Because I know the stratosphere is like a layer of the atmosphere. So I don't know if that's like where we are right now. I thought that was a cool little song. I would have liked that to be longer, actually. That was a part that I did like a lot. I wish I heard more of that. Develop, but I guess it's just the intro track, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I thought that was cool. That sounded like music I would listen to while riding a bike through a neighborhood way more wealthier than mine. Track number 2 is Heading for the Door. Way different vibe already. Ooh. I like that chord progression. Oh, what the hell? That just got dark. I love his vocals too. From what lyrics I grasped, I like the mood switch halfway through the song because it seemed like we were in a party of some sort, the first verse, and then in the second verse, he's kind of like leaving the party, I think, to go to a cooler one, I guess. Maybe the party wasn't lit enough for him, so he decided to get out of there and go somewhere else. And then in the third verse, he's talking about like angels staring at him, something in their eyes. Very, I don't know what these lyrics mean particularly, that is just what I'm thinking right now. I really did the intimacy of just every instrument on here, especially the guitar and his vocals too. His vocals are filled with like melancholy and just depression. This is not going to be a happy album. All right, track number 3 is Gold Dust. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Yo, this is literally me. This is literally me. I feel this is exactly how I feel 24/7. Yes, absolutely. Yep, that one's gonna be in rotation. Like, that song just makes me want to put on the hardest outfit of all time and just put my AirPods in and just absolutely just disassociate. You know what I mean? Just walk around. I love that. It's so numb, but it's also like it's so swag at the same time. I don't know what Gold Dust we're referring to here, but I'm gonna need some of that. Track number 4 is Topical Solution. This is very happy. His vocals sound a lot more suffocated on here than the other songs. That was long. I did like it a lot though. I have no idea what that track was about. I have no idea what a Topical Solution is. I understand that her hair may be the topical solution, or maybe she is the topical solution to all of his problems, and maybe his problems are just kind of annoyances that have been happening throughout the track. His vocals sounded a lot more woven into the instrumental than on the second song. It sounds like he's kind of sinking into it now. Track number 5 is Docking the Pod. It's kind of cool, the little wah wah wah. That was interesting. I hated that chord progression. I'm gonna be honest, I hated that chord progression. I hated it. But that's just like personal preference. I really did not like that. I mean, cool sounding song. I like some of the ideas on that. It was still innovative. I mean, I don't think it sounded bad. I just don't think that there was anything stand out about it. I don't think it really made me feel a certain kind of way, as like the other songs kind of have so far. Okay, track number 6 is The Landing. Yeah, that's real. Ooh. Yo, bring that guitar in. I like. Y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out for me. Cause I'm about to be fucking to that. No, I'm playing. Yeah, that was amazing. We're getting slower here. We're getting a lot slower. For the few lyrics that were there, I was expecting there not to be enough lyrics, just by looking at how many there were. And maybe I should stop doing that because I'm kind of spoiling the song. But you know what? And I like the briefness of that song. So far, like the songs that needed to be short were like perfectly short. So yeah, The Landing. I don't know if we're like landing now. I don't know if we're landing back to Earth now. You know, we were in the stratosphere. I know we started at the moon. Now we're in the stratosphere. Now we're landing. Track number 7 is Echo Bravo. Ooh, what the fuck? Nah, this is trash. This is trash. Yeah, okay. Alright. Relax. Oh, wait, hold on. I take it back. I take everything back. Ooh, I kicked. My apologies. Ooh, that little guitar when it goes back in. I love that. Oh my god. Do you guys remember 4 minutes ago when I called that song trash? Do you remember that when it started? But it is true. I did not like the first minute of that. I did not like that at all. But once it started going, I'm going to go back to that song, but for sure I'm going to skip the first minute and a half every time. The lyrics are incredibly vague, and they also have nothing to do with like moon landings and like landing stratospheres and docking pods and everything like that. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's just kind of that he's like on a mental landing journey or something like that. Maybe he's high as fuck right now and he's coming down or whatever. That might be what it is. He's high, all right, to the point where he's literally in the stratosphere and now he's coming down. Or he started off the album high and the whole thing has just been one big coming down. Okay, track number 8 is Constellations. What a good mood. What a good mood. Ooh, I like the little like fading, like warping effect on his vocals. That's really cool. That was very sad. I like the little like breaking up effect on his vocals. I liked his vocals a lot in that song. No, not a lot of context behind these lyrics. It's very hard for me to understand like the specifics of everything just because it's so few and they're so broad and they're so vague. But honestly, I don't even need it. It's like the instrumental itself is very well clarifying the mood of this. and that, you know, we're not in a good mental place at all. We're in a very empty, void kind of place. I think maybe that song, I don't know, I felt like to me a little bit it might have dragged out a little bit, but, you know, maybe the point isn't just to, you know, look for a constant change of pace in the instrumental, but just kind of just let yourself kind of just sink into the song. I think maybe that's the kind of point there. Track number 9 is The Queen of Hearts. Oh, these drums are like alive. I like that crash. Ooh. Okay, this is nice now. I like this a lot now. Before I was like not messing with it, but now I like it. Now the synthesizers are coming in. Nice. No, what happened? What did you do? What did you do? Go back. Go back. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download that song in MP3. I'm gonna download that song on MP3. I'm gonna put it in my Logic Pro, and I'm gonna speed that up by like 18%, 20%. Because honestly, I think the only thing that was different between that song and the other instrumentals that came before was the slowed down tempo. I don't think there's anything else different about it. I did like the part where, you know, the other guitar came in with a synthesizer. I thought that was really good. That was really different. But then I don't know why that cut out. You know, that had no reason to cut out. Yeah, that track made me dehydrated. I'm going to be honest. Okay, track number 10 is Two-Way Radio. It's 19 seconds. So I think I'm just going to let this play into Inside Out. The hell? Okay. We're like changing stations or something. That's so real. It's heavy, bro. The song is basically about alcohol. I can see why it has 100 million plays. Wow. Because it has the same energy as some of the tracks before that had vocals, but this time it has like the briefness of the song as well. I thought the guitar sounded amazing. I thought his vocals fit right into the instrumental great. The subject matter relating to alcohol too, you know, asking him will it make him feel better, basically. It's just, I mean, it's such a deep song, man. And I bet so many people can relate to it. You know, can my advice take away my pain right now? Yeah, that was really good. Wow, man. Track number 12 is the title track. It's pushing at like 7 minutes, and it's an instrumental. So Stratosphere. What is this like feedback, dude? Why do I like it? Yeah, this is exactly what post-nut clarity sounds like. I don't even know what comments to make about this. I like the bass coming in on that. Towards the end, I like that. That kind of just like was just overwhelming me a lot. That track was so different from the other songs on here so far. It didn't even feel like it was by the same artist. Just the distorted sounds just happening all around me. It really forced me to like really just dial in and lock in and just completely engulf myself and submerge myself into the sounds, into the music there. And I think that's a really good title track. You know, I think it represents the album perfectly. Track number 13 is Read to Hillsborough. Okay. His vocals are more clear than ever on this one. There's a faint little guitar off to the sides. It needs to be introduced. Damn, bro. I want to talk about that track. I want to talk about the track because the lyrics actually do paint a little bit of a story. I think this is just kind of a, him doing heroin. In the first verse, I think he's thinking about not doing heroin. He's thinking about how, pretty optimistic lyrics. They say we'll be alive again, kind of entitling that, we'll get a second chance. He says needle down, kind of indicating that he's not going to do it. Candles on, he starts appreciating the things around him. And in the second verse, it basically all goes to shit. He's like, okay, no, everyone's saying we're going to die. And yeah, I'm just gonna do heroin. I don't know, maybe some other drugs with needles, I don't know. I really did like his vocals on that. They were very intimate. Like the song that came before, it did not sound like it should be on this album. I think that, for that reason, this album is progressing and developing really nicely. Really sad, but it was cool. Personally, I can't relate. I don't do heroin, but if I ever do, I will listen to that song. Track number 14 is Shadows of Plains. Of course. Oh, I understand. Okay. Ooh. I like how they picked that back up. The track features these. I know they're little synths, but they kind of go from one ear to the other, kind of indicating a little bit of like a plane going by. If you had to compare it to that, I guess you can say it sounds like that. And I think that's supposed to mimic the plane, but I don't get the point of the plane shadows protecting him. I don't know anything about that, but all I can tell you that for sure that those little synths or guitars were mocking them as they were switching channels. So I thought that was actually really cool and unique. But I'm not gonna listen to that track again though, definitely not. Track number 15 is Earth Moon Transit. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of start to get a little bit tired of that track. I think what really would have helped it would have been more vocals, and if the vocals came in earlier, because I feel like it's like 3 minutes into the song, the vocals just coming in now. It's kind of late, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna wait that long to listen to it again, and because the vocals were my favorite part, but I did kind of start to get a little tired of the melody. It felt more of it just felt like something was missing. I feel like easily more lyrics could have been written because we're talking about such a broad topic of, does she like me back? Does she think about me when I go to bed? Like how I think about her when I go to bed kind of lyrics. And it's just I think it could have been expanded upon for sure. Track number 16 is The Twins / Romantica. Is this the same vocalist, dude? That's crazy. I like the way it just slowed down. That was good, man. I have no idea what that track was about, though. I did like it. And I liked his vocals too. They were a lot. He sung at a higher pitch in that. Last third of this album, his vocals have just been so varied, and it's just been really different. I actually really like it. Track number 17, final song is Siduria. Sidur. What is in reverse? This is very weird. I don't know if y'all see that movie Space Odyssey where it's he's going through all the colors like that. It's kind of how I felt but it wasn't like fun. You know, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really like that song. And it's simple. I don't see the. I mean, I don't know. I just probably don't see the vision yet. I gotta look up into the meaning as to why that song sounds like that and why that song is the outro. And even though this album was an hour long, I just feel like it ended abruptly. I don't know why. I feel like we got some loose ends we got to tie. And yeah. Okay, Stratosphere, Duster. Emotionally, I loved this album. It really struck a chord with me, and it really left an emotional mark on me. I'm definitely going to go to bed not the same person I was before I listened to this album. Speaking from an objective standpoint, I think my main concern and con that I have with this album is just the lack of context. I think the lyrics on this album were very, very vague, and I did appreciate the songwriting, but I think that there's more that I could have known. I definitely would have liked some songs to be expanded upon. I feel like some songs, too, the vocals may have ended too early or started too late. And just overall context with the whole Stratosphere part of the album and the setting of where we are, I wish that was expanded upon more, rather than the relationship and drug problems. Obviously, those are fine, but I wish he talked more about the setting and where he was at and kind of the journey that he was going through, because he talked about like the landing and, you know, docking and other kind of like spaceship related matters, the moon, constellations. I wish we talked more about that. I did have a lot of favorites though. I think compared to a lot of the albums I reviewed on here, I think I'll be going back to a lot of the songs on here, because they just make me feel some type of way, man, and I really do appreciate that. I think my favorite part about these songs as a whole is probably his vocals, the way they just kind of blended it into the song. They're not really overpowering either. It's super easy to listen to, and it's very soft. It's very soft kind of music, you know. My favorite track would have to be Gold Dust. I knew the second I heard that song, I don't think that there was a song on the album I was gonna like more. I don't know, something about that song, and there's no vocals on that song either. I don't know, it just hit me a certain way. But I guess I will look at this album more through a subjective and emotional standpoint, how it makes me feel, rather than an objective like this or that. You know, I'm not gonna look for problems in that. I honestly don't care. But yeah, man, that's the album. If you want me to listen to anything else, as always, drop it in the comments. Thank you for all the support. Like and subscribe if you want, and then I'll catch you in the next one. So I'll see you later.